Hello everyone and welcome to Saturday Mindfulness. My name is Sandy Hector, and if you haven't already joined our online course, please feel free to join. You'll find additional resources, helpful tips and a supportive community forum inside the course. We're also uploading all of the live streamed sessions to the course so that you can practice in your own time whenever you need to. Today's practice is called Blossoming Hands. This mindfulness exercise frees up the breathing, establishing a healthy, relaxed breathing pattern, and it also helps to maintain suppleness and flexibility of the hands. So you can do this exercise either standing up, sitting, or lying down. If you're standing, stand with your arms by your side and your palms facing forward. If you're sitting, sit with your palms facing up and resting on your thighs. And if you're lying down, have both knees bent with your feet on the floor and about hip distance apart, and your arms by your sides with the palms facing up. So let's get started. Begin by gently closing your eyes, or if you prefer, you can keep your eyes open, or maybe with the eyes half closed. This is a time for allowing ourselves to switch from our normal everyday life of doing, moving and reacting to a mode of simply being, just being attentive to whatever's happening within your own awareness, right here, right now. Starting to draw your awareness inside, noticing the sensations of the breath. And notice how your body moves with the breath. There's no need to change anything or do anything different. Just notice the in-breath and the out-breath. Don't change the breath in any way, just notice. And notice how your body moves with the breath. Notice the slight movement of the body with each breath in and each breath out. Notice the in-breath and the out-breath, and the slight movement of the body with each breath. Notice the chest and the shoulders. Notice your abdomen. And notice that if there are any other parts of your body that move with the breath. Notice your body breathing all by itself. No need to do anything or change anything. Just noticing the breath and the movement of the breath in and out. From time to time, you may notice your mind wanders away from the breath, maybe onto worries or concerns or things you might need to do. And if this happens, it's perfectly normal. Just notice what's happened and gently bring your awareness back to the sensations of the breath. Now bring your awareness to your nostrils. And notice the movement of the air flowing in and out of the nostrils. Notice the air flowing in and out through the nostrils. And notice the sensations in the nostrils as you breathe in and out. And start to notice the temperature of the air as you breathe in and out. Notice if the temperature of the air on the in-breath is the same as the temperature of the air on the out-breath. And as you continue to focus on the breath in and out, noticing if the air is cooler and drier on the in-breath and warmer and moister on the out-breath. Notice if the air is cooler and drier on the in-breath and warmer and moister on the out-breath. And if your mind starts to wander away, notice with curiosity. Gently bring your awareness back to the breath. Noticing the sensations in the nostrils. The cool air on the in-breath and the warmer, moister air on the out-breath. Now begin to notice the length of the in-breath and the length of the out-breath. Don't change the breath, just notice. Notice the difference in the length of the in-breath and the out-breath. Maybe the in-breath is slightly shorter than the out-breath, or maybe both parts of the breath are the same length. Just notice. And start to become aware of the slight pause between the in-breath and the out-breath, and the slight pause between the out-breath and the in-breath. It's all one movement, even through the changing of direction. Just notice where that pause is. Be aware of the whole breathing cycle. Notice each part of the cycle of the breath. Remember, if your mind starts to wander away, notice that and gently bring your awareness back to the breath. And as you continue to be aware of the breath, bring your attention now to your hands. Notice your hands gently resting there. No movement. Your hands just resting there. Notice the position of your hands. The position of your fingers. And begin now to gently open and close your fingers. Make a gentle fist, like a flower closing back to bud. And then spread the fingers out like a flower opening. Continue to slowly and gently repeat this opening and closing movement. Just observing the opening and closing movement of the fingers. And notice the flow of your breath. Breathe naturally. Don't try to control the breath. Observing the opening and closing movement of the fingers and noticing the flow of your breath. Breathing naturally. Don't control the breath. Just let your breath be natural and easy. And if your mind starts to wander, just notice that it's wandered away, gently bringing your attention back to the movement of the hands and the breath. And as you observe the breath, notice in what way the breath corresponds to the opening and closing movement of the hands. Notice when you are breathing in or out in relation to the movement of the fingers and hands. Simply observe and observing what's happening as you breathe and move. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Observing the breathing and the movement of the fingers and the hands. Noticing when you're breathing in or out in relation to the movement of the fingers and the hands. Observing the hands opening and closing with the breath in and out. If your mind wanders away, gently bring it back to the movement of the breath and the hands. Observing what's happening as you breathe and move. And when you're ready, gradually allowing the movement of the fingers and the hands to subside and come to rest. Continue to observe the flow of your breath in and out. And notice the effect of the blossoming hands exercise has had on you. And as this mindfulness practice comes to an end, recognize that you have spent this time intentionally being aware of your moment-to-moment experience and giving yourself a nice inner smile. When you're ready, allowing your eyes to let some light in if you've had them closed, and letting your attention move out into the world around you. Giving yourself a stretch in whatever way feels comfortable. And thank you for joining me today. And if you'd like to share your experience of this exercise, or if you have any comments, please feel free to go into the course and post in the community forum.